This is the new Tarnished Camo in Modern Warfare 2, and once unlocked, you can use this in all modes, Warzone 2, DMZ, and multiplayer. I'm going to be showing you the quickest and most effective way to unlock this. And if you want to see any more easy camo guides in the future, make sure to unlock that subscribe button. The Easter egg that unlocks this camo can only be done in Raid episode number 4. However, you can play either difficulty, so I recommend just playing the normal difficulty. And if you haven't played through the Raid before, I've got a full guide showing you how to get the animated projectile camo that walks you through step by step everything you need to know. And yes, to play the Raid, you're going to need a total of 3 players, so you're going to need 2 other friends. And if you don't have any friends to play with, I'm going to leave my Discord link below. There's tons of people always trying to run through stuff like this, so you'll be able to find other people looking to get this camo so you can get it done easily. So step 1, the first thing you have to do when you load into the Raid is get the code, and this is going to happen almost immediately when you load into game. This is going to happen while the blindfold is still on. You want Fair to jump down here, and if you have subtitles on, you're actually going to see AQ Soldier 2 read off the combination, so you would remember this. 523, and that is our code. Now, the code you get in your game is probably going to be different. The first number is always going to be 5. Then the other 2 numbers are going to be random 1 through 4. So no, you can't just use the code that I showed on screen. You're going to have to go in, check what your code is, and this isn't going to change. When you die, it's not going to change. The only way your code's going to reset is if you completely back out of game, go back to the main menu, and load back in. Even if you go to the option and restart the mission, that code you just saw is not going to change for you. Now, once you get the code, you're going to keep playing the Raid till you get to this area. You want to clear out and kill all the enemies in this area, and then we're going to do the next step. So we've made it to the end of the hallway and cleared out all the bots. We're now going to backtrack, and there's going to be different rooms labeled with numbers. So right here is 5. This is going to have a lever in it. Since 5 was our first number, we're going to switch this one first, and I shut the door instead. Doesn't matter. 2 for 1. We're going to switch that. And yes, there is a door for every other different number, so now you have to find your second number. Right here is going to be number 4. Oh, glad I didn't set that off. Right here is number 3, so we keep backtracking even more, even farther. Here's number 1, so that means number 2 should be a little bit farther over here. Here's number 2. Since 2 was our second number, we're going to come in here, flip this switch. I'm not going to show you the locations of all the switches because they're super simple to find. 1's not our number, but I'll show you how easy it would be to find if we hop in here. You're just looking for a switch in this room, and here it is in number 1. 3 was our last number, so we're going to go and flip that. All right, so here we are back at number 3, and right here's the lever. Go ahead and flip it, and you're going to get... oh, there was intel on the table there. And it's going to say, we just unlocked something. That's how you know you did it correctly. Past this point, we're just going to continue through the Raid like normal. The next part for this Easter egg happens at the first laser step. The first thing you have to do is complete the laser puzzle like normal. Go ahead, jump down, open it up, disable the trap. Now, once you've done this, you're going to notice this door is now open. That's what that code did. So we're going to have to come over here, do this. I don't run and jump. I just kind of strafe over. There we go. Now you're going to have to do one of the harder parts of this. Yes. We have to go into this room, dodge these lasers, and disable the trap. There's something we gotta get out of here. Don't worry, if you die, you're not gonna mess this up. You have as many attempts as you want here. So go ahead, go in here. Then we're gonna jump over the laser. Ooh, jump over the laser. Go across. Ooh, first attempt. Let's go. Get up here and disable the trap. And all the lasers are going to be gone. Past this point, you're going to want to go ahead and pick up the unlabeled key card. There's also intel down here if you want to collect intel as well. This room's also got a ton of gold bars in it. I guess this is where all the gold bars go when you exfil with them in DMZ, because that's a lot of gold. And there's a lot of cash too. Unfortunately, you can't take any of it. The only thing you can take is the key card. Now we're going to progress through the Raid like normal. And right now, at this current point in time, it doesn't matter how many times you die, how many times your team gets wiped, it makes you load the last checkpoint. You're not going to lose this key card, so don't worry about failing the laser step. You have as many tries as you want. The next step of the Easter egg takes place when you get to the map room. Once again, we're going to be using the same code you got at the beginning of the game. Now there's going to be 5 different valves, and the valves you have to turn depend on what your code was. Number 5 is going to be this valve here, and since 5 is always going to be part of your code, this is one of the 3 valves you have to turn. The other 4 valves are going to be in the Juggernaut maze, and all 3 of these have to be turned at the same exact time. So if part of your code is number 1, you've got to turn this valve right here in this dead end. Number 2 correlates with this valve right here. Number 3 correlates with this valve right here. Then number 4 is this valve right here. Now, since our code is 523, we have to turn this valve, and this valve all at the same time. So it is going to take a little bit of coordination. You need to make sure that one of the players that are going out in the jug enclosure have the key card. You don't want the player with the key card staying in this room because there's something we're going to have to unlock once we do the valve step. So I guess let's go ahead and go. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to get this valve right here, and the other character is going to go to the valve right here in this corner. Now, here's the catch. The worst part about this is once you go into the jug enclosure, if you guys fail and have to load the last checkpoint, you will lose the key card and you will no longer be able to do the Easter egg. You can go down, but you have to make sure you revive your teammate. If the timer hits 0 or you lose all of your lives and it makes you load the last checkpoint, the key card's gone and you're not going to be able to complete this anymore. You'll have to go to the menu option and start the raid from the very beginning. So you want to make sure you're on top of things. Don't die to the Juggernaut, and you want to make sure you get your valves and stay focused. All right, here we go. I am now at valve number 3. You're also going to know you're at the right valve because it's going to be labeled on the side here. Most of the valves are going to have little vents you can hide in. Keep in mind, there's still Juggernauts in here, so we're going to hide in the vent while we wait for our friend to get to his spot. Yep, 3, 2, 1, go. Now that we've turned all 3 valves at the same time that correlate with our code, we can then take this key card and open a secret room with it. Once again, this is going to be in the jug enclosure. This is where the secret room is located on the map. Once you've done the valve step correctly, the door is going to be open. You're going to come in here, use the key card that we got earlier. This is going to open this vault right here. And if you head in here, there is going to be an M4 with the camo you're trying to unlock. Once you pick this up, everyone in your entire lobby is going to unlock it. Don't worry. Yes, the person staying back in the map room is still going to get this camo. And past this point, if you die or back out, you still going to keep the camo. It doesn't matter. Once you pick up the M4, the camo is yours. You have nothing else to worry about. You don't even have to finish the raid if you don't want to. Now, if we go to create a class, go to camos, go down to the event camos, this is where you're going to find it, the tarnished camo. And personally, I'm not a huge fan of this camo. I love the orange collar on it, but it's a very worn down camo. You can see it's missing paints in a lot of spots. It doesn't have great coverage, and it's not animated. I really wish this was just an orange version of the projectile camo. That would have made it one of the best camos in the entire game. Instead, it's just chipped away. And this is almost as hard as beating the raid on veteran. Neither of them are really hard. I still think it's worth doing because I'm a collector, want to get all the camos. You only have to do it once and you get it forever. If you want to see any more camo guides like this in the future, make sure to unlock the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.